Now, for the benefit of this discussion, I want to use the governors of Ebonyi State, the father, as a point of contact in this discussion. We all know that the man marries 30 wives. They said by incident or whatsoever, because some of them could not be a child, the wives reduced to 19, and the man has 108 children. And recently, we all know what happened, And apart from the man, even from me personally, my grandfather married 4 wives, and my grandfather lived above 100 years. And I still have some people, some men living now in my family that marry more than 1 wife, that up to 3 wives, 4 wives, and they are still above 100 years. In fact, recently, a friend of mine lost his father at 107 years old. The man married 4 wives, and the man lived long. And the question people have been asking is this: why is this our grandfather and those ones that have multiple wives live more longer than we, this Gen Z generation? And that is the question. But I want you to listen to this part. Yes, there is no two way about it. Yes, it is naturally that men that marry multiple wives will live longer than those ones that have 1 wife. There is nothing about it. See, the deceit that religion is deceiving you about this, let me tell you, as long as you marry your wife and you did traditional wedding, do you know you are entitled to more than 1 wife? Except you marry your wife and you did not go to the wife village to go and do what we call tiwantiwa or menane before you marry that person. That is the only way you are not entitled to 2 wives. But as long as you did the traditional culture of both Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa in Nigeria or Africa, you are entitled to marry more than 1 wife. Just know that. Now, why are they living more longer than we Gen Z generation these days? How many of our forefathers have you heard about prostate cancer for them? Don't you think it's because they have multiple wives? Yes, because these days now, these Gen Z women these days now can even deny you sex because they are angry. Yes, do you know many men are being starved of sex sometimes for days because the wife is angry? Yes, and research has shown that a lot of prostate cancer is because some of them don't have access to sex. Yes, and some people see masturbation as an abomination. I made a video the last time and I said there is something we call ignoring principle. You see this ignoring principle, whereby we Gen Z generation now, the way we do our ignoring principle in marriage is when the wife provoked you or start making you angry or start making house unbearable for you, you just take your car key, you drove off, you either go to side chick or you go to a beer parlor with your friends and go and drink. Either way you are doing these things, you are exposing yourself to more death. One, side chick that you are going to is dangerous for you because she's not your wife. She can do anything to you, she can extort you, she can do whatever she wants to do to you because she's not your wife. Secondly, the beer parlor you are going, it will make you to drink more alcohol. It's not good for your health, not good for your liver. You're still putting yourself to trouble. Mind you, driving out with anger can buy you. A lot of people have gone through that way too. Do you understand now? Now, that is how this generation we do now to obey ignoring principle at home, which is very dangerous for us. But do you know these are our fathers that marry more than 1 wife? For anybody that marry more than 1 wife, God gave you a natural ignoring principle. Now, your ignoring principle is within your house. If that one will start in madness and it will affect your health and it will affect your emotion, you move to the other room. Your ignoring principle is within your reach. You don't need to go outside your compound. You don't need to go outside your house to ignore that one that want to bring headache to you that day. You just need to move to another room or move to the other house in case some people are rich enough that they can build different houses for the wives. So you move to the other house and just go and stay and calm yourself. You and that person will have all the pleasure you want to have. If that one, any day her head comes down, you go back to her. So the reason they live so long then is because the ignoring principle that every man needs to apply at home is within their reach. The only disadvantage that multiple wives has is the fact that many of them are jealous and selfish. It has nothing to do with you. It is them, because of their jealousy and their selfishness, they hate one another. And by hating one another, they instigate their own children against the children of the other person. Apart from this, there is nothing wrong in having multiple wives, because there's another day that said, this guy is large enough for the whole bird to fly.